First of all, I'd like to say good morning. Of course, we have the Senator Lankford on the phone this morning. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning to you, Terry. Glad to be able to be with you.
Now, I know that the homegoing services have started yesterday, and I know that, of course, the homegoing services today for South Carolina State Senator and Reverend Clementa Pinckney is today. So if you could share a little bit with us as far as your thoughts with what's going on today and as you actually head to the homegoing ceremony.
Yeah, this is a difficult day, and it's a difficult multiple days because there will be several funerals. They're not all together. There are multiple different services, and so that would be very difficult. It'll be a long grieving process for the city and for the community, and quite frankly for the nation as a whole. This is one of those moments that Americans all look up and say, I do not understand how any individual can sit down in a prayer circle with a group of people, sit and pray for an hour, and then lift up their heads and kill people. It makes absolutely no sense for any of us that are followers of Jesus, but just for any American as a whole. And so the whole nation continues to grieve and be able to walk through a very difficult process.
On a personal note, how do you rationalize that? Just as not only as a senator, but as a husband and as a father, when you have to communicate just life, period, to your family and to friends.
Yeah, I tell you that the hardest part for me initially when it came out was just not only the shock that someone would do that, and then second for me, I was 22 years in ministry. I was the one in that prayer circle often greeting a guest that came in and said, yes, you can come in and come join us in prayer. And I think in every church in America, especially in African-American churches now, for a long season, when someone walks in as a guest that they don't know and says, can I join you, there's an immediate distrust that they'll put up. And that should not be in church, of all places, where all people are welcome to come to Jesus. That should be the safest place in the world for people to be able to come. And now suddenly it'll be, for a moment, a place of distrust. And so that's a difficult thing for all of us, but that's really hard for me personally as I've thought about that so many times, and how many times that I greeted someone from the outside that came in that we didn't know and wanted to welcome them. And I pray that we can continue that. And quite frankly, what has happened in the days since with the family members looking the murderer in the face and saying, I love you, I forgive you, Jesus can change your life. That is a type of strength that only God can give, and it sets an incredible tone for the nation.
But Senator, as a Christian and as a believer, did the actions of the church members surprise you, or that did not really surprise you?
Oh no, I tell you, I was incredibly proud of them. It both surprised me and warmed my heart to see people living out their faith. There's so many people that talk about that they have faith, but they don't really live their faith out. To watch someone in the deepest, darkest moment, literally walking through the valley of the shadow, to then say, I'm going to continue to live out my faith, and I still believe God is near and He's faithful, is a powerful thing for people to see, because there's so many people that live a life of hypocrisy, and to see people that are living a life of reality is powerful.
Yes. Do you have any personal memories that you can share with our listeners concerning the state senator and Reverend Pinckney?
We never had the opportunity to be able to meet. I served in the United States Senate, obviously, but did not have the opportunity to be able to meet many of the leaders that are here in South Carolina. But as a pastor and as a leader and as a person that's walked through many different issues, I felt it was important to be able to be here, and was invited by some of the people in South Carolina to join, and so I'm honored to do that.
Well, Senator Lankford, we appreciate you taking the time out. I know your schedule's busy, and I know traffic is pretty busy out there also. We just wanted to say thank you for taking the time out and sharing this information and giving us this exclusive interview right here at Perry Publishing and Broadcasting.
Well, glad to be able to do it. Thanks for what y'all are doing.
All right, thanks a lot, and you have a great day.
All right, it's 30 minutes after 9 o'clock. That's Perry Publishing and Broadcasting, an exclusive interview with Senator James Lankford.